Welcome to the Linux porting guide for WaRP. We will give you a quick video guide on how to port a Linux distribution on your WaRP board using Yocto. Before we start, we need to make some soldering. In order to connect the serial cable to WaRP, we must first solder a regular pin connector to the term pads on the WaRP daughter card. Next, connect two pin connectors to the backside of your WaRP daughter card. Also, connect a 0 ohm resistor on the two soldering points next to the PV2 button. Here's how the end product should look like. We see the 3 pin connectors for the serial port and the 2 pin connectors for the download mode. Here we can also see the stand that we built for WaRP. You can find the design on warp.org.
Yeah.
Connect your serial cable to the 3 pin connector. Next, connect a micro USB cable to the WaRP mainboard. Connect your serial cable to a computer running Linux and the micro USB cable into a computer running your favorite terminal application. In order to get the Linux image for WaRP, please follow the Porting Linux to WaRP section on the WaRP software guide. The end product of this process will be a .sd card image. You can find your SD card image inside your build directory under temp, deploy, images, IMX6SL WaRP. We will start by cloning the Boundary Devices IMX USB loader into our computer. This will allow us to change our U-boot from the one that it's already into your board to a Linux compatible one. Go into the IMX USB loader folder. You should have already downloaded these files as described in the software guide. Next, copy the U-boot generated by Yocto into this folder. Open your terminal application and proceed to run the IMX USB command passing U-boot as an argument. You should see U-boot immediately booting from the terminal. Go to the terminal and press any key to stop U-boot from booting the kernel.
I think it's...
Follow the software guide and type the commands necessary to get this board into a DFU state. All these commands should be typed on the WaRP terminal window. Once the board is on DFU state, pass the U-boot from the Linux box terminal window. Follow the software guide to complete the U-boot transfer into your WaRP board. Once you have U-boot downloaded into WaRP, take out the jumper cable and boot WaRP normally. Stop U-boot from booting the kernel by pressing any key. Write UMS0 MMC0 to mount the WaRP partition into the Linux host. Once you see your partitions mounted, go into the terminal of your Linux box and use the dd command as described on the software guide. Dump the .sd card image generated by Yocto onto WaRP. This process might take a couple of minutes. Once the dd command finishes, reset WaRP and you should see Linux booting.